Hello, everybody, and welcome to Questline. This is a new limited series that we're going to run for you here, starting this evening and going on for the next few weeks' time, called Eternity Fragment II. I am your game master, Alain Williams, and we have a really special game in store for you here. But first, we're going to get some descriptions and things out of the way. Before that, we would like to acknowledge that we are coming to you live from the traditional territories of the Musqueam Nation. And if you are in the chat with us on Twitch, we encourage you to find out and learn more and tell us which traditional territories you come to us from. So a little bit of I guess a description about Eternity Fragment. Last year, we ran a game remotely from home, where that's what that word means. Where we used a virtual tabletop to run a game of 5th edition, inspired by Japanese RPGs like Final Fantasy and Chrono, and many others. It's the RPGs that I grew up with long before I ever touched dice or put pencil to paper. This time we are bringing it back with Eternity Fragment II. And much in the tradition of Final Fantasy, we're doing everything brand spanking new. So we have an all new story for you. We have all new players. It's a new game system. So whereas with Eternity Fragment 1, we use 5th edition. This time, we are using a game called Icon by Massif Press. It is a beautiful system that is actually a dedicated love letter to Japanese RPGs and Miyazaki films and grand epic fantasy in that scale and style. So it was perfect for our game here. It's still in play test, so there might be a few kind of things here and there that don't quite work. Also, we've all just learned the system ourselves and are playing it for the very first time. So it'll be real interesting as we go along. We are also returning to the virtual tabletop of Talespire, which is available on Steam. You can build maps and environments and bring your players in to play in them and explore the amazing things that you can build in there. Speaking of our players, we have three really amazing friends and players here, and we're going to introduce ourselves, just your names only, and we'll introduce our characters shortly. Starting with you.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Rouleau. I'm an actor, and I'm really excited to be here.
Do you have much experience in the world of JRPGs and that?
I have played a lot of D&D in my days, but I have not played Icon. I've not played Final Fantasy. I have not played any other tabletop system really, except for Vampire.
I am really hyped to have you here, just to show you how what's the same and what's different, and how things get pretty wild.
It's so exciting just to have like a new world to explore. So I'm stoked to be here.
Excellent. And next.
Hi, I'm Chris. I am a former circus artist and theater kid, and I make costumes for AFL. I'm very excited to be here because I have very little RPG experience.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what about the world of like the RPG video games and things like that?
Also very little. I was a pretty like analog kid, and most of the time I tried playing Dungeons and Dragons with my other nerd friends when we were like 12. Mm-hmm. And it was mostly just arguing over the rules. And I was the first kid to break it. I'm going to go be a wizard.
Going outside.
In Fish Creek Park.
Amazing. Thank you for being here.
Oh, hi. Excited.
And last but not least.
Hello, I'm Leona. I don't work at AFL, so it's an honor to be here. I'm so excited. And I am a late bloomer to video games and Final Fantasy and JRPGs and like Ghibli and Miyazaki-esque things. I feel like I've learned about a lot of that stuff within the last year and a half, between like watching friends play on Twitch and just friends talking about it in Discord and things like that. So it's like I know a little bit, and I'm like so new to this world, and I'm just like so excited to like experience it in a tabletop form. Like that's super cool. So
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so I asked you that to tell you don't need to know. There will be little like Easter eggs and references for folks in the audience who are into things like that. If you see things like it, sound off in the chat, and I won't see it right away, but someone will go, yeah. Yes. Okay. So with that, we are going to jump in.
I'm excited.
Oh, actually, just one more thing. I wanted to get just a little bit of safety in there as well. Very much like the games that our sessions are inspired by. Our game is essentially rated T for teen. There won't be any majorly graphic depictions of gore and violence or anything like that. There will be lots of action, sword play, magic use, things like that. People will get knocked out, but even in the system of Icon itself, death is never the main objective. There may be smatterings of like a few curse words here and there. I can't make any promises there. We are all very passionate individuals. But yes, but in the event that you need to pause or take a break, both at the table and in the audience, feel free to do so. Okay, now let us jump. We are each and all characters and denizens of the world of Arden Eld. Each of you is an icon, which is a powerful hero of a great deal of renown in the world of Arden Eld. Which means that you would know some of the history as it's told to individuals like yourself and even the common folk. Much has been lost to time, but what you know and understand to be true is this. Arden Eld was once a beautiful and peaceful place until the Arkan Empire attacked. The Arkan Empire was a technocratic aristocratic society that brought architect, which is magic infused with technology that seemed to draw magical power from the earth itself to power its conquest and empire. With this power in hand, they defeated the Titans, who were mythological figures that held up the four corners of the world, the very pillars of Arden Eld itself were slain by the Arkan Empire. No one exactly knows what defeated the Arkan lords and their malicious judges. But you do know that there was a great event called the Doom that brought the Arkan Empire to heel. Its structures collapsed and fell, and even sank into the world itself. And thousands of years have passed since then. The age of the Arkan is over, and then the age of the Green is what you understand the world to have been for the past few thousand years now. But that age too is coming to an end and giving way to an age called the Turning Age. And in this age, artifacts from the Arkan Empire are coming back. Arkan tech is re-emerging. A substance called dust is spewing from the earth and acting as magical fuel for tech devices and acting as currency of great value, and also acting as, in some instances and places, a toxic miasma in the environment. And even buildings and structures from the old Arkan Empire are re-emerging from the earth itself, often spewing forth their monsters or technological centuries from days long past, giving you, icons, plenty of work to defend the people of Arden Eld. And this is where we find ourselves now. For the three of you have been summoned to a task. This task is taking place, or has been sent forth from a town called Towers Fall, one of the more modern towns that have built themselves in and around ancient Arkan ruins that provide power to its citizens, but have also been deemed safe and clear of monsters. Who am I going to start with? 2, 4, and 6. Okay, Leona.
Hi.
Could you please tell us who you're playing and how you arrive
Okay.
in the town of Towers Football?
All right. Today I am playing Vidya Thakur. She is a by kin type she's a Thrin. By culture she is a chronicler, and that means that she is a young acolyte, junior acolyte actually, who has been sent out into the world in search of her purpose. And so young Vidya hears about this town and possibly that it needs a little help. And I think she is very comfortable traveling on foot because it allows her to see more of the world. And so she's probably hitched a ride on like a horse and cart type situation. If someone was going from one town to the next, or if that isn't even an option, she walked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you go forth on foot, you feel the earth underneath you start to slope up, and the trees and fields give way to a small county.
Okay.
Not a lot of homes here, but small kind of bases, and in the middle of it is a large fallen tower that seems to have been repurposed as a trade center.
Cool.
And actually, that allows us to jump right into Talespire now. So as we could see here, I have us all in this very idyllic, magical environment, but we are going to transfer over now
Ooh, exciting.
to our first map as Vidya arrives. Well, what does Vidya feel about the sights that she sees here?
For some reason, my screen hasn't quite updated yet.
It'll take time.
It's having a think.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yes, no, she's very intrigued. She's very keen. She's fascinated by all the things she sees, by the fallen tower and how it's been repurposed. And I think she's just kind of curious to explore for now and kind of poke around and see what's going on. I know she's there for a mission, but at the same time, she's like, I can poke around for a sec.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get you to roll me a senses check. Actually, no. Because Icon does things a little bit differently. So even now, you can see that I need to shake off the 5e a bit here. Okay.
Shake her off.
You can. I'll give this to you here.
Sure.
That you get the idea that the center of town, the tower itself, is probably where your job or task is coming from. Did you want to explore or see anything in particular while you are here?
Not that I can think of. I think she's kind of, that kind of like, I just want to browse type energy. Like she just kind of wants to poke around and see what jumps out at her. I think is kind of where she's at.
Okay. As you approach the gateway, you see two guards standing sentry at the tower gate itself, and they say, "State your business."
I'm here to help.
One guard looks at the other. Icon?
I'm just here to help.
So you're an icon then?
I'm not, I guess, not really, but okay, yes, maybe.
Do you have powers?
Yeah.
Are they unfathomable powers that the common folk don't have?
What, you mean everyone can't do this? And she conjures a shield? Like this like magical shield appears in her hand, and it's like it looks like a shield. It's like a seal almost. And she kind of just like holds this hand up, and she's like, "You mean everyone can't do that?"
They are like dazzled by your conjuring of this magical energy.
Oh, sorry.
And then
Sorry.
and then they kind of look at that as it fades away, and they look at their regular shields. And they go, "Bloomin' icons." All right. And as they are about to let you in, Cheyenne, who arrives?
Aoife O'Danrith arrives. She's a Lopin, like a little bunny woman. And she has this big knapsack on her. Kind of like raggedy clothes, like not super raggedy, but she's got like an apron and a little chef's hat. And she definitely looks like, you know, she's more of a blue collar kind of type gal. And she's got this big knapsack on her. And she pulls up on this, the rustiest, crustiest motorbike you've ever seen. Pretty much. She's like, come on, just get me there. Like, she knows at any moment this thing is going to die on her, but it just gets her from point A to point B.
Okay.
And so she kind of peels in and parks and looks around and sees the guards, and I see Vidya, and we've met before, so hi, Vidya.
Oh, hello. So good to see you again.
Did you just get here?
Yes.
Any idea what we're doing?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a roll now just to see a thing. Yeah, I will say since the last job that you were companions on, it has been 3 months time. You've been on other adventures, or maybe you just went home, or maybe you went on vacation. Not likely, but yeah. So as you pull up on your bike, you kind of hop off and you hail Vidya, and the big sack slung across your back starts to move and shake and tussle around, and you hear, "Who is it, Ma? Who is it?"
Just calm down. It's just Vidya.
and your bag goes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I like put it down, and the top opens, and like 4 little heads pop out.
As 19, sorry, that's the wrong word for it. They open, right?
Nope. Yeah.
Open children appear out of the sack like a clown car. Like there's no way it could hold all of them, and they're just
keep
pouring
calling.
out, and they're all
Hello,
hopping.
everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you learned anything new?
Oh gosh, I've seen so many new things.
What did you see?
I saw waterfalls and mountains and caves and yeah.
As the children hop and bounce around you, I am going to acknowledge that we have a redemption. So that gives me a chance to tell you how this works. Thank you, lawful good dad.
Thank
So, if you were in the audience for our last game, Threads of the Elder Breaker, you may have seen something similar here. What is going to happen is we are going to have 3d6s in play. I am going to keep them here. The audience has a chance to give us either a boon or a curse. A boon will give you +1 d6 to any roll you like for free, that you can choose and spend amongst yourselves. curse is for me, and it gives you a -1 d6 roll that I can bestow upon you whenever I choose. And right now, thanks to lawful good dad, we have 1 for me.
Lawful
That's
good.
not very
Icon.
lawful good. I love it.
I am the law.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay. I really.
Can you try pulling Vidya back?
I sure can. Okay.
Doesn't love me.
Oh, I see you're on.
Talespire is still in beta, and Icon is still in playtest.
Perfect.
And this is our first time doing everything. So we're also doing it live.
We're rocking,
here we
we're
go.
rolling. We're
It's
doing
fine.
it all.
I'm still in beta.
So what I'll do, what I'll do is I will actually get you to talk amongst yourselves, and you can each describe your characters and maybe talk to each other about the adventures you've been on since you last saw each other.
Where did you see mountains and lakes and rivers? You've been quite a busy gal, have you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been traveling all around. I mean, that was the whole point, was I was meant to leave home so that I can find my purpose, and then I will feel like I can be an icon. But,
Well, you're already an icon.
well, that's what everyone keeps telling me, but it just doesn't feel right. Like, I don't even have my purpose in life yet. Like, how am I supposed to be an icon if I don't have a purpose?
Well, maybe your purpose is to be an icon.
But I feel like there's supposed to be more to it. I don't know. Professor Higginbottom said that I have to like find my purpose, and that way that when I go back home, so that I can be a chronicler and write in all these books, it will inform my purpose. Apparently.
Well, whatever floats your boat. Truly.
The boat that I was in did float. Yes, that did happen.
Okay, that's just an expression.
Oh, got it.
Well, I've been home. It's flu season, so I've been making lots of soup.
Lots of soup.
Yeah, lots of soup. All my little one, one of them gets sick, then all the rest of them get sick, and then all the kids in town get sick, and then the parents get sick, and then
gosh.
yeah, so lots of soup.
All 19 kids have checked at once. We don't get sick. No, we don't get sick. Except for one goes, I get sick. What is that kid's name?
Oh, that's little Thomas.
Great.
Little Thomas gets sick.
Thomas gets.
Yeah, he's mommy's special boy.
I get you to write that one down, please. And while you do that, thank you, Foxen's Fancy. One boon for the players.
Thank you. That's more
Yeah.
like it.
And speaking of players, as the kids kind of hop and jump around, we have our third and final icon appear. Chris, could you tell us who you are, please, and how you arrive?
Yeah, so I'm playing a Zixo. That is an insectoid or crab crustacean-like kin from the Legio culture. That means that he's sort of from a caravan trade culture. His name is Barnicus Reefmeyer, and he looks like a classic green crab from sort of the top up, and then from there down, he's bipedal.
Sorry,
he's
could you show me your hand, please? Your other hand?
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just check.
Yeah,
Just check.
this is my crusher hand. Yeah. So Barnicus is a toy maker. He's got a big backpack with all kinds of toys hanging out of it, and two of his favorites are a little blue, what looks like Chocoraptor toy that sits on his hand a lot of the time, and a little wooden robot that rolls around on treads. And he actually uses this robot as his transportation. So
Okay.
the robot goes like this, hey! And then he climbs on top of it and just kind of stands there as the robot.
What does
rolls.
the robot sound like? Because I have an idea in my head of what the robot sounds like, but does it speak at all?
Not really. In sort of chirps, like kind of like bird chirps. Every once in a while, it likes to argue with the toy bird, right? So when he arrives, it looks a little like, hello, my name is Barnicus, and he's just sort of leaning forward and rolling. And what looks like A kimono from afar, you realize, is just a bathrobe once you get closer. So he cuts a very striking image.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Barnicus, you've met these two individuals in the past as well. So as you arrive, you're a tinkerer and a toy maker by trade. I'm gonna ask you, which thing catches your attention more? Is it the two icons that you've worked with in the past once before? Or is it the large Archintech power generator that's been forged out of an old tower that is nearby?
Definitely, he's got one eye on the tower. He's been scoping it from afar and kind of hoping that his job here has something to do with it. But for the most part, he's just greeting all of the bunnies one at a time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see Aoife be like, oh, great, Barnicus.
Barnicus, yay, Barnicus!
My kids
As they all, I'm so sorry, you're cool, you are, but they all hop over
Listen.
to Barnicus.
Toy maker, magic girl. Listen, I get it.
Hard to
I get
beat.
it.
Hard to beat.
Hard to beat.
It's not.
They haven't seen the shield yet, so you know. Yeah.
It's all right. I'm
I
not
just
offended.
don't buy any. You can't buy anything. Okay, you're not buying anything. You're not taking anything home. Be careful.
We have dust that we can spend.
No, you
Do you have
don't.
any more knives?
And they're just like, just perfect little any bones kids. This is gonna be great.
No, that. Put that back in the sack. Put the dust back in the sack.
Oh,
Connor, Connor.
Don't let them have the hot air balloons. They turn into whoopee cushions.
Oh, right.
Mine deflated in front of Professor Higginbottom in the library. It was bad.
You're taking all the fun out of being
Connor pretends to put the dust back in the bag and then scoops it. You clock it from a mile
Oh
away.
yeah, I was saying, mommy instincts. My ears just go. Like,
Barnicus is doing this with Connor.
Yeah.
Last time you were here, you gave 3 of my kids a knife. Now I have 3 knives.
Personalized knives.
They're very well built, but they're children. Need I remind you? They don't need to be running around with knives. We've had a couple incidences of some bad haircuts.
I do believe. Excellent. I do believe that you could call those a multi-tool.
Multi-tool. I'm sorry. Just no more multi-tools for any of my kids, please.
I mean, you realize that they could use knives to be prepping for fruit for soup.
I understand, but they're children.
I would like to say thank you very much to Opal Jewel for buying 1 curse for me. Oh, that's. I forgot how I have this.
That's
Curse?
That's right.
We're switching this because I am.
Okay.
I'm high. Okay. Let's see. Curse.
Oh.
Curse.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? They don't count.
They
The
don't.
dice laid is dice
Curses are
laid.
cursed!
Curse, and boon for each of you. And I would like to kind of signify those by swaying the atmosphere of dust in the air that may have dire effects. So 1 for your boon. There.
What?
Fancy.
What? Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
For the curses.
Shout out to props department.
Shout out to the props
Shout out to
department.
props
Julian.
Wow, that's so good.
Shout out to DJ bornndcrazed making air horn sounds with his mouth, even though he has thousands of dollars of equipment.
Going analog, baby.
That's the one
Doing it
sample
live.
that we refuse to buy.
Yes. It's because I'm here. And
Yeah, you know every time you do it. That's fine.
All right.
There we go. See?
Amazing. Okay. As you begin to talk amongst yourselves here, what one might call a flood or a horde of open children emerge from a bag. The two guards are standing there wide-eyed at the three of you.
Hi. Hello.
Icons?
Hi.
We had this conversation already.
Yeah, but we didn't have it with them.
Okay.
Hi, yes, we're icons. We're here to help. I'm here to help.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm also here to preach the good word, but for the most part, I'm just here as an icon.
Strictly business.
One of the guards leans in and says, "The good word of what?"
Oh, you don't want to go down that path.
Oh, we'll talk about that later, young man.
Here
We
we go.
have some work to do, but it is the Church of Crustaceantology, and we'll speak on that at another time.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't want my friends to kill me.
be prepared for a long talk there, Mr. Guardman.
Says, right, I don't know if I'm prepared for anything quite like that. Right through the gate, through the courtyard, into the grand hall, up the stairs, talk to Eros.
Eros.
Arrows. Got it.
Thank you. And we go.
And off you go.
On my
Which is a thing that you can do. This courtyard that you enter looks, while it is like ruined and clearly
Oh, goodness.
refurbished, also looks incredibly clean, like someone has gone through and swept all of these stones kind of over and over and over again.
See, this is what it looks like when you do your chores.
We do our chores
Sometimes.
sometimes. You kind of arrive at the main entrance here, and click it, and even before you enter, the doors open automatically. As they do open, you hear the very familiar hum of architect that.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
Is that related to Aether? The architect? Yes.
Yes, architect basically conjures and uses it.
Okay. There are starry freckles on Vidya's face, and I feel like as we kind of approach the doors, the copper freckles get a little bit shinier than they normally do.
Okay.
Thrin are very sensitive to Aether, so
Okay.
So they start to glow a little bit, and she looks a little like she has no clue this is happening, but anyone that's looking at her is like, she's glowing a little.
You take a quick look behind you at the architect tower that is literally pulling Aether out of the air. It simultaneously acts as an energy source and as a deterrent if dust were to gather here and cause a toxic miasma. It essentially prevents that from happening and powers the buildings in the area. Just a quick tip for Talespire. You'll see on the right hand of your screen a vertical bar. At the top of that bar, you will see a green tab. If you hover over it, it will tell you the number of tiles that you are viewing currently. If you bring that green tab down, click it and scroll it down, just gently, you can kind of lift the roof off of the building in front of you and see inside. So I have it to 11.5 tiles here. or even down to 10 to see the first floor.
Oh, cool. Oh, wait.
Oh, cool. Very
I'm
cool.
doing it right. It's just I'm not.
It's having the effect, yeah, but my roof is not.
I see.
There it goes. Wow.
You can also kind of resituate yourselves by double right clicking on the ground in front of you. It may make you have to pull that tab down again, but it will be easier to see the environment.
Sick.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So as you enter, I'm actually going to do a little neat little trick here. As you enter, you can kind of take a look around. This hall seems to be like a general trade hub. I didn't have all of the NPCs ready to go, but certainly the occasional commoner walks in, drops off a box, and then heads out. Or you'll see folks kind of entering, either heading to the left or the right, seemingly shopping for something, but you're not sure which each of those spaces sell. And then in front of you, you see a stairwell that leads up. Would you like to do?
Options.
Do we see anybody that looks like they would know what's going on? Like waiting for a icon?
Didn't they say to go up the stairs?
Oh, I thought that was the stairs we just went up. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
The guard did say up the stairs. You currently don't see like anyone waiting for you.
All right, let's go up the stairs then.
Okay.
Oh gosh, now I just see roof.
All right. I brought the
Yeah, my roof came back.
tile set up to 15.5, and I'm gonna do a little thingy thing here, where I'm gonna show all the players to come
Are you summoning
Oh
us?
gosh,
here.
did he send us in? I don't understand where I went.
I believe I did, and you can bring that tile down. You can also, the white tab on the vertical side there will lift the screen up overall.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness. I have teleported somewhere, but I don't see myself.
Here, I'll help.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks.
You got it.
Am I there?
You shall be soon. I'll bring everyone in. As
I'm
you
upstairs.
as you kind of walk up the stairs, who's going first?
I think Aoife was like, let's go upstairs.
Okay, so I'll put Aoife there first, and then who?
I think I was willing to go second.
Okay.
I'm toddling on the back, just
Yep.
looking for tech
Okay.
That makes
and ways to make trouble.
Excellent. All right, and if you actually are doing that, we can play a round of it there.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're walking up the stairs when you hear like a zap in the corner to the right-hand side there, and you kind of like make your way. You kind of make your way down again, and you find yourself kind of heading to the left. You arrive at a what looks like an alchemist's workshop.
Hello.
You see a young there you go. I think they're hidden. There you go.
Downstairs.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Excellent. Yeah, so you kind of find yourself in front of you is a tall, slender young mage, right? Who's looking at a book and seems to be fidgeting with an architect object, and they're saying, "Can't get it quite right." And they kind of take a wand, like a tinkerer's wand, and zap. This isn't it.
You need some help, little one?
Oh, hi there. It's probably not anything you would understand, unless. Are you versed in the ways of?
Oh, I like to make things. Yes. You maybe tell me your problem, and I'll see if I can help you out.
Right. So the aether capacitor that we have outside that draws aether and dust out of the air to power the environment in front of us. I'm trying to create a micronized version of that thing that would, in a way, give individuals power beyond compare. Something that could rival that of the icons. I'm not trying to beat the icons. I'm trying to be an icon. It's fine.
Well, that's not sinister at all. Okay. Right. And what kind of problems are you having?
Well, the flux capacitor seems to be malfunctioning. It doesn't seem to be outputting more energy than it's taking in, which is a fundamental principle of aether transfer. I can't get it to work.
Can I try getting a sense of what this young person's kind of vibe is? Are they trying to make this Are they actually trying to make this to rival icons? That's a slightly
That
scary
would be.
slip.
I'm gonna say that's a study roll in order to kind of learn what their motives are based on the techniques that they just explained.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that is just a low risk effect.
Okay.
There.
Barnicus is very good at making stuff. He's not actually that great with people. So I'm rolling one dice. It's a 2.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're with a 2. That's not going to be it. You're going to suffer a risk here.
Perfect.
So they you're trying to study them as like a person, and they just keep blathering on about the architectness of it all. This is stuff that you do normally understand, but you're letting it fly kind of overhead, and you're not paying attention as they go to and then so what I did do is I apply it here, but I know that maybe if I set the opacity higher on the wand and they zap and it zaps one of your eyes. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, I am I'm so sorry.
This is my fault for not wearing protective eye equipment.
Take 1 point of strain from that. And they go, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. please, come back at any time. I guess I can owe you or something. I sell lots of trinkets and baubles, and I can fix things. Anything you like.
Excellent. If you have some small machine parts, I may be back. I should probably go join my friends.
Okay.
He's gonna rub his eye.
Sorry about your eye.
Upstairs.
Ear, eye.
It's an eye.
Okay.
It's an eye. Just gonna swivel back to look at the kid.
Okay, we're gonna jump on back here. Bring you up as well, Senor Barnicus. There you go. As you kind of enter this office, and it is quite the loungy office. You see a large bird folk individual, kind of like lazily holding a spear in one hand as he sits on a pile of beautiful silk cushions, smoking a really long pipe that ends at a bulb. There's no fire burning that comes out of it, but a magical light that comes out of it instead, and the smoke comes out of his beak, and he goes, Who are you?
We're the icons that you called. Some kind of trouble?
We're here to help.
Help. Right. Well, we've already had the courtyard swept, so it couldn't be that. And he kind of looks through a bunch of papers. He seems very disorganized. What did we call an icon here for again?
I'm not sweeping anything.
Yes. Arden Ruins.
Arden Ruins.
Arden Ruins have appeared in the forest. It was a number of weeks ago. Now, mind you, this is normally not an issue. However, in this case, it seems to be unlike anything we've ever seen.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the Arden Ruins are quite large. They are intact. And we thought that it might start spewing monsters, as the Arden Ruins often do, but instead, it hasn't. Instead, it is affecting our power. Something yada yada yada, aether, yada yada yada, interference, yada yada yada. Ask Silra. They're downstairs in the alchemist lab.
Okay. Do you have any other information about this?
Well, it's in the woods. Be careful there.
Well, I think we should go find this Silra.
One more question before we go. When did you say they appeared? A couple weeks ago?
A number of weeks ago, maybe months. He looks through papers again. He's like,
Oh, dear.
Who can say?
Well, you probably could, you know.
If you didn't suck. Nothing. We should we go and find this other person? Who are you?
I'm Eros. I am the Baron of Towers Fall Trade Center.
Royalty. That explains the uselessness.
All right, Eros.
This outpost is mine. I refurbished it from the fallen Arden Ruin that it was, and now he's like really engaged. He's like loves talking about this accomplishment.
Oh boy.
I brought the people, and they built houses using resources that my company has sourced small, albeit but very effective, and burgeoning. I even have a airship landing behind us.
That's great. Lovely.
Ah, good information for stealing the airship.
Lovely.
Nothing-
All right. Well, we'll go talk to the other fellow downstairs and see what we can do about the Arkan ruins.
Oh, never mind. We're just gonna ask the useful person.
I beg your pardon.
We'll ask your expert, Silra. Thank you very much, Baron
Eros
Eros.
of the Towers Fall Trading Outpost.
Sure.
Yes, I got all of that.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Let's go.
Back away.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
You quickly make your way downstairs again.
I think I just jumped.
Was that
out
the wrong
window? I'm sorry.
I
don't know
can
what stairs
bring you
are.
back in.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, they're there.
And there you
Okay.
are. I can bring you back here, and I can jump you down. Oh,
I can't seem to move myself.
oh, I got you.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. You are now at the bottom of this stairwell.
Okay. There we go. Was this the same guy that Barnicus was just talking to?
You didn't ask which way to go.
It's fair. Yes.
No, we did not.
Chemist? Alchemist?
Yeah, well, let's go back and ask the alchemist, I
Okay.
suppose.
Well, I don't want to take the stairs. Can you go ask?
Oh, we're all downstairs already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ask him.
So, you,
I'm gonna wheel my way back over there.
So as you head over, you actually have headed over to the other side, not
Oh,
the
yeah,
side that
that's right.
you were at.
That's right.
But from there, you hear a loud clanging hammering.
Oh. From the direction I've just gone?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm committed now. I'm gonna wheel
thought you
over to this
might-
guy.
Might be.
There we go. Hello, my name is Barnicus. Do you know who Thilra is?
You see a very muscular Tharin hammering out a sword on an anvil. They stop hammering just long enough to point their hammer out the other way.
Oh,
I thought so.
thank you. Sir.
Oh,
This way?
we're back the other way.
It's not letting me, Alain. It won't let me move.
It won't let you move. I see. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Even the keyboard won't let me move. It's moving the camera.
All right. Well, let me.
Give you control.
Thank you.
Assuming control.
I didn't need to say it like
No.
You really did. You really did.
Could you try now?
I should be able to drag and drop, right? No.
No? Okay, well, let's try it one more time. I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and then I'll fetch all this.
Ah!
Oh,
Sorry?
sorry.
That made everyone jump there.
Except for me, I guess.
I just keep, I'm having a problem where
Do you have access?
Nope.
Okay.
every time I move, I just, like, go outside the building by accident. You know? I'm
You're
just...
very powerful, yeah.
Let's go.
What I'll do is I'll try to bring in a new version of you.
That might do it.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
I
And
have
then
a perfect angle, and now I have... No,
I'll
it's
try to bring you where everyone is heading.
just...
Well,
I seem to have brought up a dice option. Do you know how I get rid of that?
yeah, hit the space bar again, and it's gone. Right? No?
That's all right.
All right.
It's not really affecting stuff right now. There's just a 1D
There you go.
hanging out there.
Oh, then toss it. You kind of hold it, and then you click on that, and it'll.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then it's gone.
Sweet.
There you go.
I
right.
rolled a 4.
Amazing. We're doing it live. Okay.
Figuring out.
Yeah. Okay. So you find yourself back, Barnicus, in the presence of the person you now know is named Silra. They look up and see that you've brought friends, and they go, I didn't mean to zap you. I'm so sorry. Please don't.
I brought my icon friends back this time.
Icons.
I'm just messing with you. It's a
Nice to mess with people.
I couldn't help it.
Hi, the nice, Eros lad upstairs said you knew something about some Arcan ruins or something appearing. We're the icons, we're here for...
Oh, you're
whatever
the
this is.
icons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That thing I said about being more powerful than it's just an experiment. It's not real. It's not gonna happen.
What?
It's fine.
Of course, technology just adds convenience to the world. We may have to kill him later.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to know?
Well, I want to follow up on what you just said, but we'll do that another time. What about these Arcan ruins that have been popping up? Do you know anything about this?
Right. So the Arkham ruins, they're maybe 2 hours walk east in the forest. They're quite unique, unlike anything I've ever seen. We're luckily we haven't really told anyone about them just yet. Otherwise, bandits would be all over it.
But they've been affecting the power negatively.
Yes, it's probably what's kind of been happening with my experiment here. I can't get my device to do what I want it to. There seems to be an aether feedback that is affecting how we're receiving power. Logistically, this would only happen if a greater source of power was drawing the energy in the area, but given how far away it is, that should be impossible. But the Arcan ruins that are there are quite large, and it's they're intact, which is not a thing we've seen very often.
Odd. And all of your power currently comes from on-site?
Yes, on site. Yes.
Oh, so we think this might be drawing some of the power away, which would be vital because it's
mean-
about 2 hours walk away.
Yeah, theoretically, a close enough field should be able to do that, but 2 hours is a long distance.
It would be quite big. Yes.
And how long have these ruins been there? The guy upstairs wasn't quite sure.
Oh, Eros. Yeah. Let me calculate here. Exactly 6 weeks now.
6 weeks.
Yes. But the interference itself has only been happening for about 2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it started small, but we didn't pick it up, and then it got worse.
And when did you choose to call us?
Oh, I didn't choose to call you.
Who made that choice?
Eros did. After, yeah.
Was there any sort of significant events in town or any sort of cultural things happening 6 weeks ago?
No,
Nothing important happening?
no. I mean, Sally had a birthday. She's 108 now, but you know, that's fine.
Wait, that's a great thing.
She's a frog, so that's pretty common, you know.
Nothing else you can think of.
Nothing I can think of. No.
Did any of you bring anything from the Arkan ruins here?
We were strictly asked not to.
Yeah, but did ya?
I'd rather not. No.
Out with it.
I'm going to maybe command. To
Okay.
tell the truth, I'm going to use my mom stuff.
Can I help?
Yeah.
I feel like we're both like, sus.
Little lighter.
Okay. All right. So you can use your command, and with Vidya's aid, add a +1 die
Awesome.
to your roll. What is your command score?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll up it to 2. And it's not loud. It's not anything other than mom energy.
Right.
You know, it's just
Right.
like, don't lie to me.
Okay.
Just
I'll
the
know.
eyebrows.
Yeah.
I think you give the mono energy, and I'm just like, out with
Oh,
it.
double fail.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. Any issues?
Yeah.
This dude is hard to read.
Silra says, "Well, I mean, how dare you accuse? I don't need to stand here and take these wild allegations."
Should I pull out the charm? Do it.
Sounds fine to me.
You know what? I was going to give you something to help, but now, no.
Can I roll with charm? And I would like to pull a full Puss in Boots moment where when Vidya hears that he was going to give us something but he's not, she just full on sad face you're not gonna help us?
Could you roll your charm?
Yes.
How many die do you roll for charm?
3.
Okay. I am going to spend
Okay.
curse.
Okay.
So you roll at 2.
We'll roll with 2.
But that means you get 1 boon on your side.
Okay.
Thanks, lawful good dad.
Roll 2 1.
That's so bad.
No! I rolled 2 1. What?
This is what we get for rolling well in session 0.
Yes. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Great.
Session
Love
0,
this.
we were rolling so hot. Nope, that's it.
Classic.
That we're toast now.
Great dress rehearsal, bad opening. That's never failed.
Vidya,
Yes.
I want you to tell me what you say to charm Silra.
Yeah, that's basically what she does is she does the big eyes and she's like so she looks like she's about to cry. So you're not gonna help us anymore? Little lip wibble, everything. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Smash cut to the 3 of you getting thrown outside.
Oh.
As your failure results in no additional help from.
I will cry like Usagi, damn it.
So-
Don't make me. Make the rivers of tears happen.
All right, so
Thanks, Aoife. Way to mom him.
I thought it
Oh.
would work. Okay, I thought it would work. I at least was trying something.
I don't trust him.
That's a
He
shifty
definitely
guy.
mentioned that he's trying to make himself powerful, more powerful than the icon.
Okay, that's
And
it.
he let it slip, but at first he was like, I'm trying to make this technology that's going to make people powerful or more powerful than icons.
That's a huge red flag.
Yeah, I
you-
don't know about that.
That's a ginormous red flag.
The 3 of you peek back. You look back at the window at Silra's window, and Sarah pokes his head out and goes, and closes it shut.
Right.
Well, I guess we just go and take a look at the ruins.
I guess, though.
Unless there's anybody else around here that could help us.
I mean, can we spy on Silra more? I really don't trust him, and I really don't trust what he's saying. I want to know the truth of what's going on here.
I'm all for causing shit.
Oh gosh, we're not causing shit. We're getting to the bottom of it. We're getting to the truth.
Isn't this the same thing?
No,
Depends on the scenario.
Okay, we'll spy on Thilra. I like the
Okay.
idea.
We can have
I want to know
philosophical
what's going
discussions
on
later.
because why would we even go investigate these ruins if we don't want to help this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's true.
Well, I would remind you that there are other innocent towns.
Oh yeah, we're heroes. That's right.
I mean, you choose what kind of hero you are. And in the description of icon, it says, as an icon, you get to choose if you are a defender of the common people and the peaceful age of the green, or if you are going to help further advance and bring about the unknown of the turning age. So do with that whatever you want.
Right.
Let's go spying.
I love how the goody two shoes is the one who's like wants to go spying. Let go.
Yeah. Aoife's just a little embarrassed that her momming didn't work.
Aww. Hey there, you're a good mom. It's
Having
not
a
your
bad
fault.
day, I think.
One of your kids pokes their head out of your bag, and it says, "Mom, what's happening?"
We have to go look at some Arkan ruins. We have a real shifty guy that we don't trust very much. And honestly, I don't know, it's a kind of a weird place, a little weird vibes. Yeah.
Are we there yet?
No. Well, no.
Okay.
Aoife, could they help us?
You guys feel like doing a little spying?
They poke their head back down, and you feel, and then you hear.
One sec.
Yes, and another hand comes. Yes, but there will be terms.
What's your terms?
A hand, and then another hand, and then a third hand all pop out and point towards Barnicus.
One trinket that you must share.
Aww. 3 trinkets.
2 trinkets. And that's my final offer.
Would you like to turn that into a charm roll?
Yes.
I'm going to say that this is very low.
Failed again!
Get him out now while you can. Or use Talespire to roll. It might be.
Maybe I'll use. Can I?
Try it,
Can I do
try
that?
it.
Can I roll
Yeah.
Talespire?
I will allow this.
This is unbelievable.
5.
I rolled a 5.
There you go.
See? That's what happens. Okay.
Yeah, Talespire.
Thanks for being rigged, Talespire.
Okay, so your pitch was 2.
Yeah.
5 is not like a critical success. There's still like a risk factor involved. So it is a success, but there's a consequence there as well. So what is this one's name?
This is Patrick.
Okay, Patrick is a shrewd negotiator.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
One of my elder ones.
Yes. Patrick says, okay, but they're allowed to be dangerous.
One of them can be dangerous, and the other very safe.
One dangerous and the other one mildly dangerous, but not automatically dangerous, but dangerous with a little bit of imagination.
Hot air balloon. Turns into a whoopee cushion.
That.
Fine. You got
better
yourself a
than-
deal.
It's better than dangerous.
19 hands pop out, and you have to shake them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
goodness.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, Thomas. 19.
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. All right. We've struck a deal. They're gonna go spy him.
Excellent. Wait, before you go, kids, have you ever heard of a periscope?
A bunch of ears.
All right. I'm gonna lend you something for free. You've got to bring this back. You can use this on your travels. I'm just
Okay.
gonna hand them a little leather wrapped
Cool.
periscope.
Amazing. In the fabrication of this device, as you're like essentially conjuring it here and now, how well did you make this thing?
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's all right. And the way it's designed is because, you know, with the church that he believes in, he believes that all things will eventually evolve into crabs. So it's actually kind of like what I'm wearing right now. It's like a little headband, and they can like wear it over their eyes, and it looks like they've got little crabby eye stalks.
Okay.
It's like a duo periscope. Paranoculars, if you will.
Paranoid.
Yeah.
Look at that paranoid.
You have to write that down now. Yes, paranoid.
And which of the bunnies am I giving this to?
I would say you could either give it to the negotiator, Patrick,
feel
or
like-
you could give it to a new one who might be good at spying.
I'm gonna give it to the quiet one, Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
That's spelt in the Irish way with
Absolutely with a D.
Yeah.
a million vowels.
Yeah.
Right.
Siobhan?
Correct.
Boy. Okay. Hey, what up? Okay. So, Siobhan, you're like, so who am I gonna hand this to? Siobhan is already standing on your shoulder, just.
Yeah, excellent. I'm gonna fit it on her. I'm like, there you go, little meat puppet. That's right. You might not have a shell, but now you've got stalks.
You see Siobhan's ears just kind of like tap them into place. I see everything. And she's gone.
The work here is done.
She goes, all right, kids, we're going dark. On some ghost recon. I would like you to roll I guess this is going to be a stealth roll
Yeah.
for you here, right? A sneak roll, sorry.
Yeah.
Shake off the 5e. A sneak roll, and that would count as an aid
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah. So I put one effort. Is that correct?
Yes.
Aid?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, do you want, you know what? I'm gonna roll in Talespire because we can do that. I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Okay, so you rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3.
Yes. And you're good. Oh, roll. Oh, the aid you.
I added.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, all good. Okay, so a 3
Oops.
is a
Let me throw-
failure.
Oh no.
Can spend one of these and give me one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you can roll one more d6.
Okay.
As the boon transforms into a curse here.
4.
Let's see. A 4 is a success, but you still suffer a little bit of risk here. So let's determine what the risk is. As Siobhan is on her like bum 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 bum, and then like pokes their head in, and then like goes because that window is shut, and then leaps up and then up and pokes their head through a higher window that was not shut. And Siobhan sees Silra zapping at their device still and not getting it quite right. And then Silra takes a look around and around, and then takes the power source out of this device. It looks like a small shard, a larger form of dust, a crystalline version of it. Takes that out and picks up and puts in a different one. This one being more jagged, and instead of the standard like bluish greenish hue, it's actually a deeper purple.
Huh. Okay.
And then they put that in, and you see, and the flickering is a bit more wild. As they take the Arcane wand and zap it, a great deal of energy bursts out, and they dial it in, and all of that energy focuses into a single beam, and then zip. And Silra looks around and around, and then, for some reason, without thinking, just looks up at the window that Siobhan is at.
I'm gonna say this startles Siobhan because it's like magnified in the periscope.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like she's gonna make a sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we see her? Are we watching? Are we watching?
Yes,
from
yes.
outside?
Yeah. Damn it. So Siobhan goes and jumps back towards you, jumps on your shoulder and goes, and then pops back in the bag, and you see a pair of ears and then a pair of paranoculars appear out of the bag.
So she saw him using taking a shard out of his architect thing and putting a big purple shard, and now it's working. What? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. That sounds like some kind of different power source.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's. I'm wondering if it's a piece of the ruins that he stole. We've been busted.
Oh, shiitake mushrooms.
Oh, hi, Thora.
So we know now that you do have a piece of the ruins because we just saw you use it. So there's no point in lying. We're not here to bust any chops, as it were. We're here to solve a problem. Okay, so we can only solve the problem if there's trust and amicability between us. Do you understand?
Those words, yes. Your point, maybe.
Well, the main point is that we were called here to help you out, and we would very much like to help you get your power sorted. So, in order to help you sort that power, the more we can know about what's happening here and what's happening over there, the more likely we are to fix it.
So what you're saying is, if I give you more information about the ruins themselves, you don't snitch, but if I don't help you, you do? Is that what's happening?
We don't really work in blackmails or anything, but
It's not very iconic of you.
well, I think us icons would be the ones to judge what's iconic, not you. So here's the thing. All we want to do is solve your power crisis. How are we going to do that?
Go to the Arcane ruins and solve it.
I
I don't trust that.
have a
Just
feeling.
as helpful.
I don't trust that.
I think it's time for us.
So you know what we saw? You know what we saw, right? We saw. So why don't you just tell us what you were doing?
There's 22 of us, and one of these.
Silra looks at the sack slung over your back, and it's like 20. Is that bag magical?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Icons. All right. Fine. This is a power source that I took from a piece of architect, a sentry of some kind, sleeping golem. Not sure. There were many of them. I took a peek inside of one, and I found this, and it's when I touched it that the interference began to happen.
So you caused interference. Interesting.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to explore. It's in my nature. I am an alchemist.
I understand. We're all curious ones, right?
I'm curious every day. I'm an alchemist. That's what I just said.
Right. No, that's fine. What I'm wondering
Oh.
is if you're having several interferences, if there's others in the town that have also taken some of these power sources and brought them here. Because you say that it started when you took it.
It hasn't been several instances of interference. It's been a steady increase of interference. Do you not know how aether fields work? It's complicated.
Have you considered putting it back? That was the wrong accent. That was the wrong accent.
Have you considered putting it back?
Well, I mean, if I put it back, that means I'd have to go back.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to, you see. So alas, I cannot.
So
You're not allowed, but you want us to go there.
So we can take it back for you.
Yeah, just hand it to us. We can solve your problem right now.
And then you won't have interference.
And no one has to know.
And no one has to know. Even though that's eating her alive. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, this is very tempting. How would you like to convince Silra to do this?
What are we doing?
I'm gonna offer
I have
him
charm. I
a
have
little
charm.
piece of machinery,
What do you think?
like a really small, microscopic tool for working with, or teeny tiny tool for working with ether.
Okay, so I'm gonna call that a charm.
Okay.
Because you're dealing with an alchemist who has a great deal of understanding of artifice, it's probably going to be like a difficult check for you there. So I'm going to say that it is a. Let's see here. I'm going to say that it is a standard risk. The effect is that they will give you back this stone if you succeed here. The risk is that they're going to ask you for something really top shelf, something costly.
And you're doing what action are you using?
Charm.
Charm.
Yeah, so I've got 2 for that.
Unless you can think of something else to roll for that. Because that's just what will happen if you roll charm.
Right.
If you choose to roll something else, we will determine a different set of conditions for the.
I'm gonna offer him a custom-made tool so that I can use Excel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make him something sick.
Okay. Then yes, I will say that is gonna bump that down to a controlled risk, with a potentially powerful effect.
I can aid him by getting my little bunnies to talk about how great all of his stuff is.
Okay. So that is going to be an aid. I'm going to say that sounds more like a setup. So the way that works is like instead of spending effort to aid, you make a roll. You make an action roll. So what action would that be? maybe a charm.
I think that'd be a charm, yeah. Okay. Rolling in the app. Oh, 2.
Okay.
You sure? You sure about this?
So
He's having a low charisma day over there.
Yeah.
so the
Not on her A game. She needs some soup.
you can spend one of those if you like.
I don't think it's worth it if we're going to the work room.
Yeah, we're going there anyways.
Yeah.
We're just
Sorry.
That reminds me. Thank you very much, Hell Stood Cold, for giving us
No!
a curse.
Oh, Lord. I mean, it looks cool when it goes in.
It does.
No!
oh, ouch.
You had your chance.
Wow.
So yeah. What do your kids say here?
I think what happens because it's such a fail is that they all start talking at the same time and can't understand a bloody word they're saying.
Yeah. So all of the kids are like, Barnicus is the best. He's the coolest. Well, he made a whoopee because you float. And then another one goes, I have a knife. Ow! And cuts their finger. So I'm okay. Silra is like,
So Barnicus is going, oh, stop all of your...
So you can make your roll, but you don't get the aid.
Okay, so he's just gonna go, stop all of your mammalian squealing.
That's mammalian.
It just means
It's you,
we don't lay
Tiny
eggs.
Furthak. We'll talk about that later. One day
Patrick says, not until we're older.
One day you may ascend to crabhood, but we'll speak about that later.
Not.
He's gonna turn to Silra and he's gonna say, Silra, I'll make you a deal. You tell me, you hand this piece of this piece of architect back to me, and I will make you a tool of your choice that you need based on your needs for working with Aether. It'll be fantastic, and it will probably look like something out of the sea.
Out of what?
The sea.
Like the sea?
Yeah, the ocean.
Oh, like your
No, like the alphabet. Yeah. No,
like
yeah,
your like
the ocean.
your whole vibe. Okay.
I have a vibe, yeah.
All right, roll. I accept.
Hunted wolf.
I want a new Arkham wand, a calibration wand, more precise.
What is yours precise to?
0.05. That's very high.
2 5s and a 3.
Okay, so you take the highest one. So you take a 5.
right, yeah.
That is a success with a with a bit of the risk. You can do that. It's going to be a little costly.
Okay.
So you go.
All right. Is it going to cost me time or resources?
What? Either or.
It's going to cost me resources because we are short on time.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to make him this incredible wand. I'm going to fit it with a couple special crystals that he hasn't really seen before. It's in the shape of a skeleton key with a little beautiful shell on the back.
Ooh. He tosses you the architect without a second thought. 2 hours to the east. Watch out for golems, I guess.
Yes.
Ta. Who wants to be an icon anyway? Heads
With that kind of attitude.
heads back inside, and the doors close automatically behind them.
Sucks.
With that, the three of you leave the town of Towers Fall and head towards the woods to the east. And that is where we are going to take a quick break. Everybody good so far? Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, human break to do the drinky drinkies and the wookie wookies, and we will be right back with more Eternity Fragment 2. Hello, everybody, and we are back. I hope that was a sufficient break for you, because for me, I didn't drink enough water. Had a dry bagel there. Okay, just before we jump back into Eternity Fragment 2, in which our iconic heroes are on the beginnings of what can only be an epic adventure, I would like to give the biggest of shout-outs to our live DJ of the night, Mr. DJ bornndcrazed! He's a little camera shy. Okay. Okay, and with that, let us jump back in. So, as it stands right now as well, audience, you can affect the way the tides turn for our players by cheering 100 bits for either a boon or a curse. A boon aids them by allowing them to roll an extra d6.
Which we've needed a lot this session,
which
apparently.
you needed a lot, and a bane, a curse, which is what I have on my side here, 3 of them, allows me to affect a -1 d6 to any roll I choose.
Yeah, so we'll take a boon anytime.
Yeah, totally.
Anybody?
Seems like we got a lot of curses happening, so we don't need. I don't know if we need more though. I think
Yeah, it's fine.
I would
We're
say
okay for curses.
I think we're good.
Spend those redemptions on boons.
The struggle bus is real.
Yep.
That's your plea, huh? Okay!
Been rolling bad for charm all day.
Yes. So just not on. Just not on.
we do. And I'm gonna have fun. So, it's 2 hours travel to the east. The fields and hills give way to a forest area, thin at first, and then it gets thicker and harder to push your way through. The dust in the air gets thicker also, affecting not anything tangible in the way that aether does when you have control over it, but when dust is in the air that hasn't been refined into either a power source or a commodity, it's just a tingling down your spine, or
I don't have one.
Down your exoskeleton.
Gross. So gross.
tingling in all the nerve endings of your internal nervous
The
system.
hard parts on the inside, the wrong places.
Or for our mammal friends, hairs might rise and fall.
Yeah.
Might stand on end. I did that on my head, but that's just way wishful.
They don't know what's under that hat. They don't know.
And they never will. Yeah, they do. Come on. You've seen other games. I shaved this morning. Ooh, shiny. Okay. I'm setting a scene here.
I'm sorry.
The further you go, the stronger this feeling becomes. This is a feeling that is maybe familiar to you as icons, as you draw closer to Arden ruins emerging from the earth. I'm gonna roll and see. Oh, we have an effect by the audience. We have what looks like a boon.
It worked.
And you doubted our charm.
As the ebb and flow of dust around you manifests in a way where it feels like the odds might be in your favor for now, but not forever.
Thank you, chat.
Very good feeling about this.
Yes. Yeah.
But in the meantime, that is for you. In the meantime, I'm just gonna make a quick roll here, just to see. Oh no, it's fine. It's harmless, I promise.
Oh, okay. I like tuck my bunnies away. Yeah.
You, sir. Oh no. Oh. What is your experience with Arkan ruins in the past?
Well, first, Barnicus is a very intuitive maker of toys. So if you were looking at his stats, you would see that Excel is very high, but sense, study, none of those things are very high because he has a tendency to be very intuitive. He's less than knowing all of the part names. He's like, I think the thingy needs a this and maybe a that, and then all of us, and things just kind of tend to work.
He sees how it works. He can't tell you how.
Yes. But his first experience with Architech actually sent him on his journey of becoming an icon. He was traveling with his caravan and learning the good word. And
I'm sorry, the good word of what?
oh, the good word of the Church of Crustaceantology.
Sorry, I just want to take a look at the clock to see how much time we have for this. But please, by all means.
So, have you ever heard of the process known as carcinization?
Me? No.
No. Well, as anyone knows, many scientists have put into a great deal of study into the process of evolution. And one of the things that they have realized is many things eventually evolve into crab. All hail crab.
All hail crab.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, the thing you have to understand is that means that because everything will eventually evolve into a crab, all of you are lower life forms. And the Church of Crustaceantology believes in love for all beings, including lower life forms, but they do believe that you should choose to one day attempt to ascend and feel and attain carcinization emancipation.
Okay. This isn't a belief that all Sixo believe, right?
No, it was pretty much just his caravan.
Right. Yeah. So just the people in his caravan. Was it everyone in the caravan, or was it a select number?
It was a decently high number, but for the most part, they're looked on other Zixo and are like, "Oh, you're the keep your helmet on kind," you know, like modern reference. Yeah. Like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's traveling with the caravan, learning the good word, learning to become a toy maker, and an Arkan ruin all of a sudden comes up out of the ground, and his people are about to go and investigate it, and a large conglomerate group of treasure hunters comes in and wreaks havoc with the town. They steal all of the Arkan tech, but in that moment, he realizes that he can use Arkan tech in his toys to maybe make a difference in the world and fight some of the powers that be.
Yeah, and along the way, wreak some havoc for a mom and her 19.
Yeah. I mean, that's the general instinct of a toy maker. Is there's half the joy, seeing joy in a child's eyes, and half seeing the worry in a mom's eyes.
To sell a device to a scholarly adventurer that they thought was a hot air balloon model, but actually turned into a whoopee cushion, say.
Yeah, on his way through town, that may or may not have been his first meeting with Vidya.
I see.
Yeah.
It absolutely was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That did happen.
Okay, and as
It
you...
was in the library. Just want to point that out.
You said your home was Haven's Ledge?
Yes.
All right. The hallowed halls of the library at Haven's Ledge are designed in such a way that you could speak normally to beckon someone from many, many yards away. They carry sound as an aid and also as a means to keep people quiet. So you can only imagine what that sound was like.
It was iconic.
So, Barnicus, as you reminisce about this this first interaction with Arkan Ruins and Arkan Tech, you do yourself a kindness that you often do. You try to remember the positive element of it. You try to remember the wonder and curiosity of it, and you, just as you feel yourself about to remember what happened after, you stop yourself from going down that dark path in your mind. And your circumstance actually helps you in this case because the three of you arrive. As you emerge, you feel the ground slope up very suddenly, as if it was recently lifted up by something massive. And as you emerge, you see some trees have fallen and cascaded back. Some have just adjusted in a tilt to their new status in their terrain. And you arrive, the three of you, at the Arkan Ruins ahead of you.
Whoa, that's very cool.
It is as both Baron Eros and Silra said. The ruins themselves are the most intact you've ever seen. Oftentimes, it's half of a tower or a collapsed structure. This is the first time you've ever seen a completely intact building emerge from the earth.
Whoa,
Wow.
Well, this is unusual.
that's big.
All of your kids,
I've certainly never seen anything like it.
And I say, stay in the bag.
yeah, but this is really cool.
I know it's really cool, but stay in the bag, please.
Aww. And you
Use
see
your paranoculars, little one.
as you say it, they
Make sure you're sharing, Siobhan.
So ahead of you, you have the Arkan Ruins. What would you like to do?
Well, it's quite intimidating, but I'm wondering if I can use my heart sight
Tell me more about this heart sight.
to close my eyes and view a location for 1 minute within shouting distance, which would be inside. So I'd get a little view of everything that's going on in that main hall there before we go in.
Of course, there are no closed doors here, and you can holler in and you can hear your full kind of echo mom voice kind of go, but both bounce off of the walls in front and then also kind of echo in.
Okay.
And you don't roll for that?
No.
Okay, excellent. So I will tell you what you see on the inside. If you bring your green tiles tab on the right down to say 11 or 10.9 tiles,
Okay.
you close your eyes and how do you manifest this ability?
I think her little nose starts going and all of her whiskers start going and her eyes kind of go back in her head and you can see all the little whiskers and hairs on her face kind of perk up and glitter a little bit.
Oh, I love that.
This is all you see from her. What you feel at first is almost this like spectral sense of being free from all physical burdens. Something you know about all too well, and a walk turns into a stride, turns into a hop and a bounce and a run as your consciousness kind of echoes through this hallway, this great hall, and as you emerge inside, you see many kind of archways, a bridge-like walkway up top, maybe a story up, one more floor, maybe you think, maybe two, you're not sure, floors above that. No stairs that you can quite see without peeking around a corner that your vision can't quite get to from here, but you're certain that they're there. And then at the end of this hall is the largest naturally occurring shard of eternity, shard of aether that you've ever seen. You might call it as big as a fragment. So if you are an icon, you would know that dust comes in many forms, or rather the substance known as aether comes in many forms, and it's normally ranked by size and potency. Dust is what you all know. It fuels a lot of the amenities that you have in life and acts as a valuable commodity as well. Shards are things that you can kind of hold in your hand. They can be big enough to hold with two hands, but it's still big enough to be classified as a shard. A great deal of magical energy. A fragment is too big to hold. It takes several miners or bandits to extract it from the earth itself. And because of its connection to the earth, it acts almost as a direct conduit. So the energy potential is exceedingly high.
Okay, and this is fragments, or
This is
massive shard size, not quite fragment size?
This is you would have a hard time judging without making a roll, but I would say you would guess as big as this is. No one would argue with you immediately if you called it a small fragment.
Okay.
And with this sense of awe in here, around this fragment, you see four arcane pillars, each kind of holding a bud of energy, like some semblance of this energy. It seems to be interacting with it in some way, but not much. And that's all you get as you come back.
But I didn't see anybody in there. I didn't see any bandits or anything.
You didn't see any bandits or any of the other odd things that Celerum mentioned before you came.
We're dealing with a fragment, a pretty substantial fragment in there. And there's no one in sight. I didn't see any bandits or anything. But it's a very large hunk of magic. So just keep your wits about you. It might affect us in different ways. I'm not sure. I've never been around something so big.
That might be big enough to affect almost 2-hour walk away.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. I feel like Vidya's freckles are kind of glowing again. She's like, oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you're sensitive to it, are you?
All Thren are. We vibe with the aether. But if none of the things that Silver talked about are here, where are they? This feels odd or off.
I mean, it's an intact Arcan ruin and a massive fragment, though.
Yeah, but then he said something about taking the shark, the one that you're carrying, from a golem, an automaton, a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mentioned those, and you saw nothing?
I didn't see any of that. I saw 4 pillars, like Arcan pillars, around it. But I didn't see
Well,
what
something
he
is-
describes.
Sounds fishy.
Oh.
That's
All
not
right, so
any-
I'm gonna
that's-
spend this automatic -1 for puns.
Hey, don't take your crustaceans out on me.
Roll them up. We're doing both.
I like that one.
If you want to give me a curse, just one more curse, chat. You know what to do. Spend those bits.
Or you can give us boons by spending those bits.
That pun was definitely worth a boon.
You love us, right?
YOLO us. Yes, I don't know how to proceed. I feel like the whole situation feels like dangerous. But I don't know what we're supposed to do, like even as icons, about a large, giant, Arcan intact ruin and a piece of fragment.
Your bag shifts on your back, and Patrick pokes his head out. Did you say dangerous?
I said potentially dangerous, and I also said, if I'm not mistaken, for you to stay in the bag.
No, Dad would let us watch.
Oh. Don't bring your father into this. Don't worry. Dad will find out about everything you do on this trip. Don't you worry.
Being not very intuitive and highly impulsive, Barnicus is just gonna go, in we go! And he's gonna get on his robot.
Well, watch your
Lean
step.
forward and start heading towards the door.
Oh gosh. All right.
Okay.
Vidya just like yells behind me, like, watch your step, because like.
You may drag your token into the Arcan ruin.
Apparently I may not.
Oh, is it doing the thing? I'm so sorry.
I have no
Doing
control.
the
How
thing.
dare it do
I
the
can
thing.
just zoom in and out, but I can't do anything other than that.
It did not.
Get you guys coming here, then I
Believe it
make
or
sure
not,
that you
I
have player
can't do my
permission. Turn it off and turn it back on.
We're doing it live.
Dumb song time.
Vidya can move that. Aoife can move that.
Casey.
Barnicus can move that.
Oh, Vidya's moving.
Okay, all right. Motion.
Okay,
Motion.
Oh, I
God.
can't hop.
Oh God, who's
All right,
moving me?
wait, but Barnicus. that
That wasn't me.
Oh, whoops. I got them mixed up. We're still doing it live.
Oh yeah, I'm
Where did
video.
my
Look at me.
Whoopsie,
Let me go.
whoopsie. Okay, give that to Barnicus.
Oh, there we go. Here I go.
All right.
I'm gonna hop right through
Gonna
it.
pick some players
Okay.
here. You may be able to move the players that I think you can.
Uh huh. Yeah.
In I go.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Look at me bounce.
Where
Look
did
at
we
me
go?
now, Mom.
Oh.
I'm getting paid to be here.
And as you... Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay. So as you emerge to the first floor, you can bring that green slider tab to about 4 points of tile. Should give you the view that you want there. You see the Arcan shard nigh a fragment in the center of this room, much closer, and it is as Aoife told you it was. But now that you're in closer proximity to it, you can feel the ebb and flow of dust in this space here. And with that, we are going to thank Steph M for giving you a boon.
Thanks, Steph.
Thank you.
We are going to.
There's more puns where that came from.
We are going to thank Opal Jewel for
Oh, I'm
giving,
Barnicus.
giving us a curse.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh, now I'm Aoife.
Oh,
I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry.
am I back to being Barnicus? Oh yeah, I'm back to being me. No, I'm not. I'm
Steph
being
M.
moved.
Oh, I gotta make sure I'm
Okay.
doing this right. Boom, boom. Right. Steph M. One more.
Right click and hit enable torch.
Yes, it'll brighten you up. So all the boons are now on your side thanks to Steph M.
Thanks, Steph M.
Thank you, Steph.
You can be a hero, baby.
Steph gets a twirl.
Woo! Dance moves.
Swirling.
Opal Jewel, one more curse.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks for nothing.
It's okay. We love you anyways.
I mean, yeah, like, subscribe.
Thanks for nothing other than the tuning in.
And with the bits.
You know what? You make it interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be.
Also, my favorite gem.
Yeah.
Failure is fun.
So I'm gonna turn to my fellow icons here and just be like, I'm worried about getting a bit too close. I feel like we should probably keep our distance. I don't know how this is gonna affect us. You know?
I agree.
Okay, we'll stay back here.
I feel like now is a good time for maybe what have I got? A study roll? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a chronicler. I do lots of reading. Lots of reading. And I may not have necessarily read about something this ginormous, but maybe I know something about what, like if this was some famous landmark from the past, maybe?
Ooh, interesting.
Hey,
I listened at the beginning.
Chronicler.
Okay.
Chronicler.
You're gonna roll study because it is an Arcan ruin. Normally, I would say that that it would be a pretty difficult challenge. However, you are a chronicler. It's your job to study the past. It's true.
Roll charm.
You mean I can't try to charm you?
No, you can't
Damn
try to
it.
charm me. I wield a curse. Mad with power. Although you have more than me, it's fine. So yes, you can discern the space around you. I'm going to say that the risk is going to be high because you are dealing with Arcan tech. Regardless of how much you know, it's still a deadly thing. But if you want to find out what this place was, you can roll study for that.
Okay. Should I use a boon?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. We're halfway through the episode.
Yeah, do it. I would like to
Boom.
use a boon.
Yes. How'd you do?
How'd you do?
How'd you do, bud?
She
They're
unboomed.
all I unbooned. They're all twos. They're all three of them are twos.
Okay, so that is a failure.
But 3 times 2 is 6.
Yeah!
Which is a success.
Which is a success.
Don't.
Okay.
Not today.
We tried. We're trying.
Don't try to charm me. We just went over this. Okay, so it is a failure. You think that this place was perhaps a by its structure, like obviously it was a meeting hall of some kind. Perhaps this was a place that allowed individuals of the past who knew the nefarious machinations of the Arden Empire, but perhaps this place imbued people with power.
I mean, I think this place gives people power. Honestly, I might have like read this in a book and then fallen asleep. Like, I don't think I finished this book.
That's what happens every time you try to read.
Yeah. I mean, I'm usually a pretty good reader, but I don't know if I read this book. Or maybe I skipped a chapter. But I don't know very much about this place. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's all right. Not very.
She like pulls out her ginormous notebook, double checks. Nope, nothing.
It's just blank in there.
Just blank in
The
there.
fact that your book is blank.
It's a prop.
Well,
It was a bit.
perhaps it imbued people with power. It just feels like a very important place, and I feel like we don't know a lot about it. I don't really know what to do.
A little nerve-wracking, yeah.
Like, how are we supposed to? Should we be arranging to remove the fragment so as to not affect the neighboring towns with the ether? Or we can't do it ourselves, I don't think.
I'm gonna take a look at the thing that Sora gave me, because I haven't. I just completely forgot. So it's
Yeah.
time for me to take a look at this and see if it has any matching pieces around, because he said he
Interesting.
brought it from there. So
Okay,
now I'm
right.
gonna like compare this
Right,
to,
right, right.
to what's going on.
So, you take a look around, and you see that the 4 pillars around this fragment each have at its peak a shard just like this.
Okay. And is one of them missing?
They're all there.
They're all there, so we can't see where.
There might be others, but
And it is a shard, right?
it is a shard.
Okay. But it was glowing a different color than we're used to?
Yes.
Okay.
It's that like deep purplish hue.
Okay. Oh, that's always bad magic in cartoons. Purple, it's always bad magic. You seen Dragon Prince? Purple, bad magic. It's not a good.
What if this isn't the place?
Like he was lying to us?
Yeah.
Wait,
Or like there's another place in addition to this one. I mean, like, this place is amazing. And like, honestly, I kind of want to preserve it, but that's just the chronicler in me. But what if there's another place? Because nothing's missing from here. Everything's intact, and none of the things that he
So-
was talking about were here.
Is it all? Oh,
You do know that none of these 4 pillars are
Right.
missing anything.
Are there other
are there like
pillars?
are there doors, stairs, anything around?
Yeah.
You've only entered this main hall.
Oh,
All right.
That's right.
So can we go look
Can
at
I-
look through some doors?
Can I roll sense to see if I can feel any more of these things
Yeah.
around?
I'll
I'll roll one.
I think each of you can roll a sense actually,
Okay.
and start to kind of explore the rest of the base here.
I got a 4. 4.
2 6s.
Whoa! Hey, good roll. 2.
Sick. All right, so we're gonna deal with yours first. Your you said a 2?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So you kind of take a look around, and you're kind of pretending to look around, but both of your eyes are still locked on the fragment itself, and you're thinking, boy, imagine the toys I can make with that. You rolled a 4, which is a success with a bit of risk involved. So you do find, if you come with me.
Take me with you. Ah!
You're being attacked by a white ball.
Ah!
Oh my.
Let's see here. You do see, as you kind of explore, you kind of go through this hall and kind of end up in here. And you see another one of the pillars around that corner.
Okay. I see with my sense.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going there. Oops.
You can go there also.
Okay, I'm gonna go there.
Boing, boing,
Boing, boing, boing, boing, boing, boing. Hop to it, hey. Oh, I can't see.
Oh?
Can't see where I'm going. Oh, I just started going up the stairs.
Yep.
Oh, is that where I'm supposed to go?
Nope.
Okay. I'm really trying here. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. My perspective just keeps changing.
You could see ahead of you there's a doorway.
Yeah.
I can
Oh yeah. Oi, there's another pillar up in here.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Is it missing a stone?
No, doesn't appear to
Darn.
be.
It is not. It is, however, like thrumming with energy.
Oh. It's making a weird sound.
What's it sound like?
It's making my whiskers twitch.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like it. Is there another hall? No, this is a dead end, eh?
On the other side, it is a dead end, except for mirroring staircase that will take you upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
Can we follow her?
Yes, you can.
All right.
All right.
If you need to see
Oh gosh,
upstairs,
I just disappeared.
yeah, that click and drag's pretty mean.
I just went somewhere.
Oh jeez.
Do you need me to bring you back?
I think you might.
Okay, I got you.
I may have just accidentally teleported out.
And I teleported. Okay.
I think I also yeeted
Teleport
myself. and I'm
me
not
to
sure where.
Mars.
There you go.
Vidya's gone.
Oh, I'm upstairs.
I just.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
found myself.
Okay,
I
good.
just keep losing myself too.
Aoife, you
No,
can.
I found it.
Oh,
Okay.
I found myself.
You can use the green tab to
No, I just.
bring the floor up. So I see both Aoife and Vidya on the second floor.
I'm so far away.
Are you so? Oh
Did
no.
you?
Oh no! Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just moved myself back now.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Kind of yeeting yourself off the edge of the universe. It's okay.
A little bit, yeah.
It's all right. It's all under
Doing it
control.
live.
Doing it.
So now I'm in one of those hallways, but I don't know if it's the same as
Where would you like to be?
with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
There you go, bud.
So there's another one.
I mean, I'm happy to just flail around.
I'm just happy you're happy.
That's a
long
crap
as
is
you're
want to
having
do,
fun.
you know.
This is a good time for my favorite book quote. It's by J.R. Sturgeon.
Which says?
Not all those who flounder are caught.
I'm in pain.
I'm so sorry.
Where would you? Where would you? I don't like how much you like it. I don't like how much she likes it.
Oh, sorry. That's really good. That's really funny.
Steph
tattooed on
M. Steph M. who was previously providing you with many boons,
Had enough immersion.
apparently just heard that joke and has given you not
You know what?
No.
There. God.
2 curses.
Two.
Which means that I'm gonna spend one and I'll still have one.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Thank you, Steph. You see what I put up with, Steph?
Jesus. Oh no.
It's so stupid.
It's very stupid. Like my shoulders haven't gone down since you told the joke. I've just been like my hackles have been up.
Yeah, you're gonna need to go to yoga class.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need to stretch it out. Hot shower for sure.
Oh no. I'm gonna think about that like in the middle of the night. It's funny. It's funny.
No, I'm not even gonna repeat it. All right, look.
No.
Moving on.
The 3 of you find yourselves at another one of the pillars on the 2nd floor, and this time, Barnicus, you can hear it. You wouldn't know that this object is an energy conduit. And from the sounds of it, it's on standby mode right now.
Okay. Can I look around for a switch?
You sure can. You find it actually very easily on the base of the pillar itself.
Oh, I wanna touch that.
That's a bad idea.
Okay.
Don't put your claws away. Put them in your pocket. Sit on them.
Can we investigate? Is there inscriptions? Anything?
You can study it if you like to. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I'd like to study it.
Okay.
So excited. He's so excited.
Okay. I'll say this. You can study it. On a success, you will find out what it does. Okay. On a failure, you might find out what it does. On a success with a risk, you'll find out what it does, and you might find out what it does.
Doing it.
I love that. This is what you get for that dumb joke. Did you
4.
roll a 1?
1.
D6? I'm so sorry. Could you please roll 1 more D6 and take the lower?
Okay. Should I re-roll 2 or leave that one?
Leave that one and roll 1 more. You're so committed to that claw.
6.
No, you have to take the.
I have to
2.
take the 4.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll take
great.
I take the 4.
Okay, so I spent that. I still have that.
I almost threw this white out at you.
Which I haven't checked the
First high
pamphlet
roll.
yet. I think might be a hate crime.
So much symbolism.
That's our show, everybody. Good night.
Good night. No. Stay, please.
Well, we've all learned some lessons today.
Let's go over them. I'm kidding. Okay.
Aoife's favorite flower is all-purpose white.
It's a versatile flower. You make really good things with it.
It makes very
The
flaky.
best dumplings. Okay.
Oh god.
High gluten flour.
So-
makes really good dumplings. Anyway.
Oh, okay. We'll talk after the show.
I feel like we're going to have that one just low key.
Yep.
We're back. Okay. Where did you go?
I really don't know. I'm gone.
Okay.
I wanted to
That's you there.
explore.
So I'm gonna bring you towards the pillar here. As you seek to study it, you roll a 2, right? You're trying to study where the power and the switch might go without hitting the switch. One of the things you try is to like screw around the switch, like the coupling holding it, to see like where that power might go. You don't quite get there. The switch is very sensitive and it does activate.
Oh boy. I'm really more of a hit the switch than a study kind of guy.
There is like beams, almost laser-like beams of light that and aim at an empty spot on the ground and just start. And it seems to be printing something.
What a 3D printer.
And standing in front of you is a quite tall.
Oh. Hello. Hi.
I'm still wandering around downstairs.
Oh, jeez.
Golem.
Okay. Hi.
Come to the second floor.
No, Barnicus is on the second floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Vidya's not.
That's very strange. I'm seeing something slightly different.
Here, I got you.
All right.
We're going to grab a shot, and then we're going to jump to the shot.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh hello. Yes.
And it's revealed. It seems to be made of like dark light that it's trying to hold back aether energy. It's holding a large shield in one hand and a plated dagger in the other, and it and takes a step towards you.
No boy.
We are going to call this combat. Now, here's what happens, okay? In
All live and everybody's fine.
you close the book that you're telling your kids.
Everybody lives happily ever after.
What? One of your ears is gone. You're like, "Mwah, good night. In the standard rules of Icon, there are two modes of play. There is narrative combat and there's tactical combat. For the purposes of our stream, we are going to run combat through narrative play. So all of the rolls and checks that you've been using to explore the world around you and interact with individuals, you are going to use to battle or outwit or outsmart or however you want to approach combat with this automaton.
Okay.
Is there a turn order, like initiative or anything like that?
That is up to you. So if you want to roll a d6 to determine who goes first, you can. If you want to just pick and choose who goes for first, you can.
Anyone got any?
Should we roll for it because it's our first one?
Let's do it.
Sure. Okay. I'll roll a d6.
Keeping in mind that I don't roll. You are the only ones who roll. I just tell you what the consequences are.
2, 6.
3.
Alright. 2, 6, 3. So 3, 6, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
So I have to act first. Great. This worked out well for me. Okay. Can I,
Thank you, Stefan. That was.
okay, I don't really know how this works yet, but can I do like a sense roll to sense what its next action is going to be?
So
To like warn?
interesting. Yes, you can. You could do that. To give you other examples of things that you can do, you could use stealth to try and sneak behind it. You can use smash to try to attack it, excel to try to outsmart it in some way. You can affect your environment somehow. It's a much more open of a system.
Yeah, I think I want to use sense and try and predict what its next action is going to be.
Okay.
That'd be hard, probably, but
This one actually is gonna be it's gonna be pretty easy for you. So on the normal effect, you'll find out the answer that you want, and a controlled risk, meaning that the risk in this instance of you just studying what it will do next is pretty low.
okay. Good, because I got a 2 and a 1.
Okay. So you're gonna take the 2, right?
Yeah. I'll take the 2.
Wait. How many pips do you have in your
I
sense?
had 2.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Take the 2.
I know how it works.
I was like, whoa. Yeah.
I know a rule.
I know one rule.
Okay. For that failure, you're going to take a point of strain.
Okay.
However, you do see that it is stepping towards Barnicus, and it is going to attack him first,
Okay.
as it was the first one of you that it saw.
I'm gonna yell, "It's going for you, Barnicus!"
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just hoping that gives him enough of a heads up
Yeah.
to move.
Yeah. The effect, you did say that you wanted to study what it would do so that it will warn your friend.
Yeah.
Right? Because you failed, you don't get the effect that you want.
Oh, okay. So I don't.
So you say, Barnicus, heads up! And you thought that that could have acted as like a setup to his next action. But in this case, it does not succeed. Okay, who's next?
That would be me.
Okay.
I am going to use a bond power called Habitual Line Stepper, which lets me teleport somewhere nearby.
Habitual line stepper.
I think I had a
A
report card
little,
that said
kind of fits the
Habitual
character
line stepper.
just a little, right?
That's what Charlie Murphy called Rick James.
Okay, so in that case, what I'm gonna do
You are going to teleport.
Yeah.
Where would you like to?
directly behind it.
Do you make a roll for this?
No, apparently I can just do it.
Amazing.
I can use 2 per session.
Amazing. Okay. So all right. So it does have a cost. You have one left. What does your teleport look like?
It looks like this. In order to activate it, I go, all hail crap. When I click them together, I disappear, and it smells like seawater, and kind of goes, right? And then I appear behind him, and because, just in honor of Rick James, I go, cold-blooded! And I'd like to look to see if I can shut it down.
Okay. All right.
Are crustaceans cold-blooded?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say. I think they are.
Cold-blooded!
Damn it!
They don't make therapy. Yeah. So, that is successful.
Upset.
Now, I don't necessarily know the rules about using a bond power and taking an action roll in the same turn. Quite frankly, I don't care. That was rad. Please, what action would you like to do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna tinker and try and turn him off.
Amazing. Please.
But
Tinker.
instead of looking around, I guess, I'm just gonna be impulsive. Just get my claws in there.
Okay, roll your tinker roll, please.
Okay, that's enough.
How many? How many dice?
2.
2?
2.
Make that one. I know. It's a pretty face. I'm beautiful.
That's a 3.
Okay, so
I used my 1/6.
so 3. Yeah, unfortunately, that is a failure. I did spend 1 to make you roll 1, you do have 1 if you want to, or you can use like effort to push and roll 1 more. I'll let you do that kind of after the fact. I don't mind.
I'm gonna push it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Push it.
Do it.
Spend 1 effort and roll again.
I gotta use my.
We can't afford this song. Okay, so what do you roll?
That's a 3.
Okay, it was meant to be. So, you do not succeed in your task. This was pretty risky here, so you're gonna suffer 2 points of strain as you start to try to take wires out, and you see, wait a minute, this is completely positronic. The wiring doesn't even make sense, and it spins around and bashes you with this shield.
Ow.
Owie.
As if it attacks you. And it is now, I'm going to say, it is now facing you directly, Barnicus. As Vidya, it is your turn.
Yes. May I do a study roll, I think? Have I
I'd like to accomplish.
have I read about these types of automatons before? Have I read something in any of my books that might be like, yes, you can press
Do
this
you
button to shut it
do you
off?
have any bond powers that would give you that kind of info? I would give it to you. I just want to know what you know.
My bond power is color tongue, which says I can read, understand, and speak all languages and read all scripts. When I interact with a living creature that doesn't speak a language, I can understand its intents and feelings and get +1 die to interact with it if it's not hostile.
Okay.
So if there's
Interesting.
if there is something written on the thing, I can read it.
There isn't anything written on the automaton itself. There is something written on the pillar.
I will scurry to that pillar then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Scurry, scurry, scurry. What does the pillar say?
It is written in ancient Arden tech,
Okay.
which is basically hieroglyphic
Oh, great. I love that.
now. It's like there's a mix of character in there as well. So you would have known from your studying of it that there is like a hieroglyphic system, a numeric system that is separate, and they kind of interweave and intermingle. And
This
it's
is an Evelyn moment from the Mummy, isn't it? That's what this is. You know, when Evelyn's like reading out the hieroglyphs, like ha, ka, sha, like is this that?
Look at you naming my references before I say my references.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No. This is very good. Okay, so you start to go. Okay. You get what this thing is. Guardian of Justice.
Oh.
You understand kind of like how it functions. Find the unlawful by the will and word of the Arden Empire. Exact justice.
Okay.
And you get a numerical sequence that you can possibly insert into the switch itself to possibly deactivate this.
That sounds.
However, because the switch was tinkered with, this is going to be a desperate risk for you here.
Okay.
The effect is it will shut down completely.
Okay.
The risk is that it will either hurt you or some other folks along the way, or some other dire thing
Fair enough.
could happen.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Can you sense the stress?
So you.
Everyone could die. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, here we go.
Actually seems like a very Vidya thing to say.
I think it's fine. Just
freckles and
okie dokie. Your freckles are just pulsing. She's like, okie dokie, we might die. It's fine. It's fine. I just gotta figure out this code and figure out how to put it in. Everything's fine.
What would you like to roll to figure out this code?
Can I argue for study?
You can argue for study, yes.
Okay, I will argue for study because I'm using my study knowledge to input the code.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that gives me 2 dice rather than 1. And do we have?
Yeah, I think I'd take it. Yeah, 20 minutes
I'll
left.
take one of the boons.
Do it.
Do it.
Please.
I was about to spend mine, but I'm not that neat.
Thank you.
Or am I? No.
One of them is. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Re-roll.
Even though it's. Okay, 2 5s. So I'll take.
Okay, so that is a success with a risk. Take 1 point of strain there.
Yep.
Actually, it was a desperate risk, so please take 2 points of strain.
Fair enough.
As you input the code, but because the power was already surging through, it blasts back with with magical energy, like a feedback that zaps you, but good. And the
It's fine.
and the golem is about to attack you with a shield attack and then a stab, and it.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good job, Vidya.
Thanks, Vidya.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
I don't know if it's an appropriate time to say, but maybe we should stop just turning things on that we don't know what could happen.
I'm sorry. I'm a hands-on learner.
Okay, no touchies.
More of a
Claw-on learner.
Yeah. Let's maybe just let's
3 more episodes of this.
let's discuss before we touch it.
Okay.
No, it's still applicable.
It's very applicable.
It's
It works
important.
across the board.
Yeah, I think that's an across the board. Barnicus agrees reluctantly.
Okay. So, with a bit of time on your side and the knowledge of being able to understand these arcane ruins, you find other pillars in the area. Some of them say Guardian of Justice, and you get the idea that this would print and conjure another one. Others are simply labeled as a containment conduit.
Containment conduit. Containment of what?
So it just seems to funnel power somewhere. You're not sure. You, Barnicus, might guess that it would funnel power back down to the central 4 pillars. You won. Hell yeah, we made our own fanfare. Shout out to Scotty and DJ bornndcrazed playing it live.
Okay. I'm wondering if, in order to prevent any more interference happening in the town, if we have to go individually to these pillars and shut them down somehow.
Yeah, I think
Is that stupid?
if this is powerful enough to affect all the way back in town, then I think the first thing we try is shut it all down.
You didn't mean to rhyme, but you sure did.
Watch me krill it.
Is it wild
Aside from the DJ, that's what we're talking about.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's an option, I just also, I feel like this is much bigger than us. You know what I mean? I don't feel like very qualified to
Yeah.
be messing with Arcane power.
No.
It's a very interesting feeling to have from an icon.
I'm a reluctant icon.
As am I. I mean, the other kind of thing in my brain is if we shut it all down, like we don't actually know that much about this building and what it was powering. What if turning it off unleashes something else?
But this building didn't exist before. Like it did, but it wasn't
Yeah.
here for thousands of years, and all of a sudden it popped up. I'm a little bit
happening now.
I'm a little bit worried about what is powering rather than what's not powering.
Yeah. Okay. True. Fair enough.
Like I understand your interest though, because I'm also like, are we doing the wrong thing?
Yeah.
But
I just wish we had slightly more information.
With a study and a bit of time with the information that you have, you could learn.
Can I learn? Can I study? Can I study?
Yeah, with some help as well from your friends.
I'll throw in a dice to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
That means I add one more effort.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I will as well.
Can I? So is that 4?
Yes, you can. You
That's
can.
the max you can do.
You can have a maximum of +2 from these aids.
Awesome. Okay. That is a 5.
Okay, so you kind of like situate yourself, and you kind of get an understanding of like where each of these pillars are. Some of them make sense to activate guards in the area, but some of them, once you talk to Barnicus, are placed in such a way that they will either like draw energy or push energy to the ground floor there, because fragments are conduits of pure energy. It would stop diverting that energy into the building and the space, and you would have access for the first time in maybe over 100 years directly to the ether.
Heck. Okay. No big deal, right? Totally a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's,
Big deal.
I think that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Let's just go over that one more time
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah. Okay, and the main power source is the giant fragment.
Yes, and energy is being pulled out of that, which is what the architect
Either
did
to the
did.
guardians. Yeah.
Yes.
Or
To the structure itself, and if you turn that off, it would free the fragment.
I have a question, I guess, outside of the game. When we're talking about like this power, is this like good power, like wind energy, or is this
Right.
like fracking? Like, what,
Right.
where are we on the
So-
moral level?
so-
it's purple, it's fracking.
when the Arkan used it, it was like fracking.
Okay.
On its own, it is the life force of the planet. It's like the life energy of Arden Eld.
Okay.
So in order to free this power from like being used by ancient architect would actually be helping the environment.
Great. Let's do that.
We like
Okay.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna speed things along a little bit here. I'm gonna bring everyone down to the main floor.
She's wandering around again.
There you go.
Ah.
There you are, on the ground floor there. And oh, can you see yourselves?
I can't see me. I can see
me.
Barnicus.
I don't know why. Sometimes it hides you.
I think I'm
Oh,
still
hi.
on the second floor.
No, you're not. You're on the first floor. I'm
Oh,
just gonna.
and there's the extra one of me that was wandering around. That's why it was so confusing. There's the second Barnicus.
I'm adding extras.
Oh, no, there's two of me. This is the one that can actually move.
That's why.
This is really
I understand.
I wasn't floundering.
There's so many of us.
I'm just gonna keep moving this one so you know which one I actually have control
Yes,
over.
and the one you don't.
Must perish.
Yep, there we go.
Okay,
Much better.
there you go.
Thank you.
And I'll find the other one.
Second Barnicus is over in the hallway.
If you don't keep getting yourselves lost, it'll be fine. Over in the hallway?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
I see now.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So you should all have access to the ones that are on the first floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you each of you take a pillar and activate the switch. You know it functions when one of the four pillars starts to gout that energy instead of holding it. And then the next.
Let's see what else. Oh my god. I'm so bad at this. Oh, there you go.
And the next. And then the last one.
Well, look at him go.
Woo! Get out of here.
And it is with this freeing of this energy that the fragment begins to shake and quake its roots deep in the earth. You feel the pulsing of aether energy. This just waves of magical energy that feel like they're taking you out of your sense of existence. Like it feels like you're accessing not just your consciousness, but others as well. And it's not like you're viewing it from the outside. It starts to become your own as you drift further and further away from your bodies. It feels like you're getting pulled into the fragment and then down. But it's not down into darkness, it's down into white light, a brilliant white light, until the memory becomes your own. And it looks a little something like this.
Accessing memory. First icon.
My name is Sky. I was a soldier for the Arden Empire until I learned the truth. They are corrupting the life source at the heart of our planet for their own greed and power. The Eternity Fragment is dying.
Saved to memory card.
If you're hearing this, I want you to know that I fought back. And so can you. I don't know if I can stop the Arden Lords and their judges, but I'll give everything to undo the pain that I've caused.
That was so sad!
Oh my god!
Yeah!
What?
Cutscene!
Yeah, we made cutscenes. So what? We made cutscenes.
Oh my god!
Shout out
This-
to Josh.
Oh my god, he looks so
Bravo! Bravo! Oh, shout out to
I
whoever
was
did
so
that.
distracted. I don't know how much of that information I took in, but
You
City
Cine Team!
right.
Before I can congratulate them, I am gonna bring us back. You feel the power that manifests in each of you in different ways is identified that makes you an icon, shares a common thread, a common source of power. A lot of people interact with Aether in different ways. For some, they can tap into magic. Some, they can tap into the spirit of nature. Some, they can see a machine and tear it apart and put it back together again 100 times better. But all of it is from a single source, from someone who wanted to be a hero in the face of seemingly impossible odds. You've heard of this first icon, but there was no found record of it. No idea of who this person was. You three are the first in Arden Eld since the fall of the Arcan Empire to identify who it is. And his name is Sky.
This is so cool.
As you return to your forms, it's jarring at first, but then it's like a gentle drift back in. You know that this is but a fragment, a literal fragment of someone's memory. Perhaps the rising of the Arcan ruins are coming from a nefarious intent, but it's possible that this one was trying to tell you something, or trying to tell anyone who could hear something, and you were the ones who found it. And it's also telling you, in your mind, a glimmer, a fragment of where to find the next one.
Oh my god.
Cool. You know that it is...
Goosebumps, guys.
You know that it is a long way away from here. And I guess in order to get there, well, fuck it. We'll figure it out next time. Thank you very, very much, my
thank you.
players. Thank you very, very much to the Cine team, to sound, the post-production and editing. Help me out. Help a brother out. There's so many people to thank.
Everybody.
I'll tell you what.
Scotty.
Tech team for making that work at all.
That team.
Special thanks to Josh for playing Sky, the first icon. If our players are successful in future episodes, they will find out more about this mysterious character and what he may be trying to tell you, and what his existence means to your lives as icons. Woo!
I feel like I'm in a movie.
We're literally in a video game. This is incredible.
There's gonna be plenty more people to thank. I'm gonna give an extra special shout out to Tim. This time I wasn't alone making maps in Talespire. Shout out to Tim for making, from top to bottom, the coolest Arcan ruins a boy could ask for. It was the best, the coolest space to explore, and there's gonna be plenty more where that came from next time. Once again, a big old shout out to DJ bornndcrazed! I've been your game master, Alain, with the fine folks starting from you and going onward. Tell the people at home where they can find you.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne. You can find me all over this channel, but you can also find me in other TV things like Grease
The Rise of the Pink Ladies, which is on Paramount Plus. I play the home ec teacher. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Chris. You can find me on social media as Chris Murdoch. That's Myrdock. You can occasionally find me playing with my balls in public for money in Vancouver. That's circus arts, you dirty humans. And you can see a lot of my work in the costumes that get made around here.
Like these.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's me. Hi, I'm Leona. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at the Leona Maple. Those are the best places to find me, follow me, and keep up with what on earth it is I am doing, such as coming to wonderful places like these. Thank you all so much for having me. It's been a blast being here.
Thank you for being here. And as I said, I am Alain, and you can find me right here, same time next week. Until then, from Questline, peace.